Jogos.
Ah, shoot, I accidentally muted my mic. Sorry about that. And it looks like it has the screen thing. Sorry about that. But let's get into it. I should be starting a little bit earlier. Sorry, I'm kind of late. So yeah, we're doing Palmeiras versus Corinthians. I have to use the site since it's not being televised on TV Global. I have no idea why they won't want to do this. So yeah, I got the volume down, and they're already like singing the national anthem. We're gonna check up the lineups. Man, I really hate Xfinity for taking away sports event. And then yeah, guess what? It's El Clasico. El Clasico of Sao Paulo, Derby Sao Paulo. I know I haven't made an art because I haven't had time. And we're gonna check the lineup. Mr. Joshua J is gonna join us very shortly. Come on. You guys can see my screen. Let's check at the lineups. Yep, today's El Clasico or Derby Paulista, whatever you want to call it. Just a minute. This is our lineup. Esteban William to Memphis Depay, the two most famous guys. We all know Memphis Depay, ex-Manchester United, Barcelona, Atletico. Esteban William will be going to Chelsea. So, yep. This is Mr. Joshua J's Giza guy, and this is Michael's guy, if he's going to join. Because I know he's trying to do this. So, yeah. Make sure you share up the stream, like up. You know what to do. It's I Clásico. I Clásico. Yes. So, yeah, guys. Clásico. Yep. Let's check the substitution. Yeah, and they're going to be ready in just a minute already. And then here the bench. I don't know most of their players, so I got Palmeiras. But there is some bad news for Corinthians. It's not their main player. So yeah, players will be just gathering in just 1 minute. Yep. Yep, it's a classic. Yep, but no Hugo because he's injured apparently. And guess what? They have to play him in goal. Weberton in goal, and this is not going to be. It's going to be a really harsh task for Corinthians. It will be. I send the link to every single one of them. If anyone wants to join, yeah, there you go. Disappointed they're not showing this on TV Global. Oh my god, really disappointed. So yeah. Fanatis refused to answer what happened to the Brazilian. Exactly. I forgot to make the thumbnail, but here we go. Mr. Joshua J is here. You'll never disappoint.
Yo.
Here. Big up, bro. Yes.
Yeah, big up.
You're ready for we check the lineups. No Hugo. That's about it.
Yeah.
The difference. But yeah.
Good evening to you all. Thank you for watching this evening. Make sure you are subscribing to this YouTube channel because Adam Dart is a fantastic person. He really does a lot of football content.
Yeah. And listen, I can't even watch the freaking game because they're not televising, but I have to use the site. So eventually, I mean, maybe you could watch it if you could. If not, if you don't mind hearing the play-by-play, but I think you gotta go to this Instagram guy called Palmeiras Al Vivo or Corinthians Al Vivo. I know it means live. So yeah, they're not. I think we're going kickoff. No minute of honor or silence. I think we're going straight into it. But yeah, already meeting up for the 4th time this year. Funny enough,
Crazy, mate. Mad.
since
Yeah.
February.
4 times. That's insane.
Yo, I'm still here. I was just grabbing my phone, but yeah, the match is underway, and it's 0-0 at this time. By the way, just to let you know, the game might be behind the score bug of Flop Mob.
Oh, yeah.
Since they're not wanting to televise. TV Global is not broadcasting the game, sadly.
Yeah, that's annoying. Very annoying.
This is why Brazilian football isn't talked about enough because that's where they get their wonder kids from.
Yeah, it should be broadcast more, mate. It needs more attention. It needs more publicity.
And then I want to update the thumbnail, but guess what? Palmeiras have a throw-in already. Not far from the box. Yeah, Palmeiras are already on the attack. But yeah, this rivalry is going to go on because especially, Botafogo losing.
But yeah, hopefully the Corinthians will win again like what they did last week.
It's the Pigs versus the Eagles, basically, from the ship. Huge rivalry. Yes, they hate each other. So far, no fouls. But yeah, they had to do this meeting already, early in the league. And guess who's here? Rich Moneymakers. Big up legends. I'm up, ready after needling of my stomach to stop the clots. Here disease, but glad to be back home from hospital. Like up, subscribe. It's free. Facts. You're here.
Yeah, big up, mate.
Esteban Williams. Yep. Then we'll check on the wings. But yeah, just 2 minutes in. And yes, they already have to do this derby very early because last time they did it late. The first leg or first half, they didn't meet until July in the Copa America. It was the last 6 days. They're doing it at that time, but now they want to do it early. They're also doing Clásico Dois. And by the way, next week, we're going to cover another rivalry. It's Clásico Dois Millones, my favorite. Flamengo and Vasco. This one. I think that should be broadcast on TV Global because of how consistent they've been doing it on Clásico Dos Millones. That's also going to be their fourth meeting since February. They're having it early in the league because Flamengo and Vasco didn't clash until that Champions League final weekend last year, June 1st. And they've absolutely destroyed them 6-1, Flamengo. Ever since then. But now they're meeting each other more. Because of the in-state competition, 3 times, twice in the playoffs in the regular, and now already in the league already. And who knows? Both of them could still meet in the cup. They could. But yeah, Corinthians just moving the ball. I think we got a booking already. Was it? I'm glad Arsenal dropped points. Next door neighbors isn't happy because he's in the league. Yeah, right? They're still not convincing. Why did Real Madrid lost 3-0? It's an absolute embarrassment. And also, by the way, do you remember how Barcelona, they won today, right? The ones that are cheering for Arsenal because of the rivalry with Real Madrid. They didn't score. They won 1-0 against Leganes, but they didn't score from open play. It was an own goal, unfortunately. And here comes Palmeiras. But yeah, that's what happened for Barcelona. Unlucky for Leganes. Richard Reels. But yeah. That's what happened today.
Yeah.
But yeah, even Brazil Football Edition isn't talking about enough. Like, why? But we're going to be back for the games for sure, especially tomorrow. We got a couple good ones. Tomorrow is Thiago Silva versus Neymar. Yes, for the first time in a while. I think since PSG. They're going against each other at Fluminense's Maracanã.
Wow.
That's the big one.
Yeah.
Fluminense clashing. Because
Max, mate, I agree. That is a big one.
That's the big one after the Grêmio Flamengo, which is big. But yeah, some of these teams, unfortunately, I'm not going to lie, they were lazy. Especially Barcelona, maybe a little bit. Honestly, it's not sustainable. They might have gotten the job done, but was it deserved? Not as much, honestly. Because they were getting locked up.
I mean, by their elite high standards, winning by 9 goals is not really sustainable, is it?
Oh, yeah, they're not even playing in Palmeiras' home stadium. This is a different stadium. They're still they're not allowing I believe so. They're playing at a different stadium. I just realized they're not even playing at their home stadium in the what's called Allianz Parque. They're not even playing that. That's crazy. Let me see what stadium, but let me make the thumbnail real quick. But yeah, huge rivalry, guys. They do not like each other. They hate each other.
Yeah.
Huge rivalry, yup. And then of course they sends own goal 48 minutes, no goal from they could break down. Exactly. Leganes should have scored, but it was offside. And I think there's been some questions. Even Zier Talk, the Bayern fan, which they drew against Dortmund today, right? He was questioning about their performance, about if they deserve to win. While they're mad about, not beating Dortmund at home, which is honestly embarrassing because Dortmund lost.
What was the score? Was it 1-1 or 0-0?
And someone predicted 2-2 and they got it right.
Yeah, because Dortmund are not quite the same as what they were, are they? Because they're literally copying what Chelsea and Manchester United are doing, signing only younger generation players.
It's not sustainable. Dortmund had this before Chelsea United started to copy them, sadly. I mean, Yeah, they couldn't break down low block as well, which is kind of concerning. Like you could say they didn't they didn't deserve to win. Even Real Madrid, they did struggle against Leganes 3 weeks ago, but they beat them 3-2. And they've scored one of the goals from open play. Sure, they kind of didn't play that well either, but a
Yeah,
little more realistic, even though fair enough. And then let me try also update the thumbnail real quick. I have to share it myself on Instagram. Ugh. But yeah, the two teams absolutely hate each other.
yeah.
Paris Corinthians, and it's just not sustainable.
Nope, definitely not, mate.
Let me
I
try.
mean, you expect a team like Barcelona to be doing a lot more. I mean, just winning by an own goal, to me, that's not sustainable by their elite high standards.
It's not Real Madrid. They did struggle, but they kind of got the job done. Brian out of the Champions race. Yeah, they drew Leicester, and by the way, that's another team that honestly did not deserve to win. They didn't. Two of their goals were not from open play. They got locked up. They
Yeah,
conceded 2 goals from open play against Leicester, but 2 of their goals themselves were from penalties. Brighton
uh,
were given 2 pens, bro. Yeah.
and Leicester, right? It's the first time they scored from over 12 hours in the Premier League. No
How
goal in
is
12
that?
hours, and then they
How
get two.
funny.
Mad.
Those, and then it's not even just them, the cousins of Brighton. Look, Palmeiras are making a crossing, but it won't be enough. But even their cousins in Spain lost. Real Sociedad. The Brighton of Spain lost 2-0 to Mallorca when Man City came back against Crystal Palace 5-2. And now they're
Yeah.
taking top 4 very seriously. Don't sleep on Man City, guys. They're not
No,
going to.
no, they were 2-0 down, but then Man City came back to win 5-2.
Yeah, and they could have gone 3-0. Yes, even Nottingham Forest played bad. They lost at home to Everton. And Everton,
Yeah,
just like Valencia, they're never going to get relegated. They always find a way. They could lose 6-0, 7-1, and did not get relegated.
uh, to be fair, though, Adam, Everton have done quite well recently. Since David Moyes has gone back to them, they've done a solid job.
Honestly, Everton are going to play Chelsea, and Chelsea are definitely not going to. It's going to be really hard to break them down. It's not going to be like last year when they smashed them 6-0. It's going to be way different.
Yeah,
Everton are a lot better than a year ago
yeah,
or 2 years ago. I think Chelsea
yeah.
might struggle
And
against Everton.
obviously, yeah, with Everton, they'll be moving into a new stadium next season. They're building a brand new stadium, so that means they'll have a new stadium to play in.
Exactly, and plus, and I wish I could change the thumbnail, but I couldn't on my phone because it's a lot faster. Oh wait, maybe I could. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah,
There we,
go into StreamYard on your phone and do it through your phone.
there we go. I thought I couldn't. Maybe it's something else. But yeah, make sure you like up the stream, guys. But yeah,
Yeah,
both Brighton and their cousins are in the mud, and we're gonna check out Palmeiras Stadium in a bit. Like it's not even their home. But yeah, 15 minutes in, just some cross balls. Nothing too big up to you, then Unites 14. Big up
yeah,
to you.
big up, mate.
He
Yeah,
says
big up.
he says big up, Mister. You know.
Yeah, Mr. Josh DJ. Yep.
Yep. Congrats to the ladies. They're in the final again. They beat Liverpool 2-1 late, and you did this when Brighton, their cousins, were losing 2-0 to Mallorca. And yes, those are Arteta puppets. They're not going to qualify for Europe. But here comes Palmeiras shot. Oh, what a save. That's the big chance we just saw just now.
Oh, come on, Corinthians.
I got to be careful. But yeah, Corinthians have to be careful. And let me see what stadium they're playing at real quick. This derby. Because it's not even at Palmeiras' ground. It's an outdoor event. Let me see. Careful, but let me see. They're playing at Arena Bahia, which is outside of Sao Paulo. It's outside of Sao Paulo, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
And then here comes Palmeiras. But let me see what stadium. Fuck off. Why is my okay? Yeah, it's outside of Sao Paulo, just outside. Here comes Palmeiras shot. Go! It's in. Palmeiras have scored. Poor defending. It's in the back of the net. Go!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's in!
I knew they scored because I seen that on the scoreboard. You know, you got the scoreboard up. I could see it. Yeah, it's ahead.
And it's, facts. Goal! And I'm going to talk about Arsenal in just a sec, but yeah! What is that defend from Corinthians?
Come on, Corinthians, wake up.
Oh yeah, all the Palmeiras haters are definitely going to go mad. Who is that defending? This is why they're going to miss Hugo. And this is not even in Palmeiras' own stadium. I don't know if they're re-renovating or something, or they're having a concert and they're forced to play the Paulista derby in a smaller stadium outside of Sao Paulo. You can't host the first leg away at Corinthians. No, because they want home advantage because they ban away fans, it looks like, because of how aggressive they hate each other. They really need sugar. And I'm going to talk about Arsenal in just a sec. But yeah, what is Corinthians doing? Here comes Sean.
Like I said,
never mind.
But like I said, I knew they scored at Palmeiras because they came up 1-0 on the scoreboard screen. So the scoreboard is ahead of you. It looks like.
Yeah, because of the game is not being broadcast. It's official, but it's just way behind. But yeah, if you're a Corinthians fan, you must be furious. It's already 1-0.
Oh
my gosh. What's your response?
I mean, wake up would be my response.
They did this in February. They went 1-0 down, and then they equalized, and then they went down 10 men. They saved a penalty, and it was an intense game at the end. Palmeiras were the better side, but mostly you could say they went a man up, and you could say the refs might be playing against Corinthians, and I'm not going to lie. It's not sustainable.
Nope.
And if you're Flamengo, you want to draw because Flamengo, they hate both teams. They hate Palmeiras and Corinthians. But I think in the last few years, they're starting to hate a little bit more Palmeiras. And they view them as basically like Arsenal, kind of. Somewhat. And then Corinthians, now they're trying to be on the attack. Shots saved from Weberton. It's going to be a corner. No, ref says play on. Goal kick fast. But yeah, guys. If you see 2-0, don't spoil it until I find the goal. But I'll be talking about Arsenal. But yeah, they're losing already. They need to wake up or F off. Facts.
Yep.
Arsenal bottling leads. Barcelona the favorites for the champions. PSG second favorites. Yeah, maybe we'll see that Inter Milan game. Even though Barcelona struggles against blow blocks, but they're definitely going to take the game against Inter Milan. And by the way, that tie against Dortmund is over. Honestly, Dortmund, I think it's shameless and selfish because yet they want to take They want to take Bayern Munich seriously, but they cannot do anything against Barcelona. And they lost 4-0. It's embarrassing. Yeah, 4-0 to Barcelona. You can't freaking lose that game. Hey, it's a freaking joke. And then here comes Palmeiras, shot, rebound. But yeah, Barcelona, it's impossible. Barcelona would have to collapse 4-0 if Dortmund wants to come back. Shot, saved again. Another save, going around him. Ah, it's a goal! It's 2-0! What is Corinthians doing?
Oh my God!
What are you doing? It's 2-0!
What the fuck, man?
Uh-huh. What is going on with Corinthians now?
Wooden spoon, wake up!
Let me full screen you.
Yeah, wake up! What are we doing here?
What is Corinthians backline doing? 2-0 goal.
Tighten up!
Why are you losing to this absolute Ferreira side who hasn't even been good? All because you cannot adapt to your main goalkeeper? That's an excuse. Listen, we already saw this with Chivas yesterday and Mazatlan. Football's going to lose. Now you're absolutely playing like Serie C at this point. And I'm not even expressions, but that's what it sounds like to me. If expression was Brazilian, okay, maybe Tottenham isn't a football heritage club, and I think he would root for, I don't know, maybe not even Sao Paulo, because Sao Paulo are football heritage. They have a Club World Cup. Spurs don't have anything. But if expression was rooting for an actual serious club, and if he was a Corinthians fan, he is actually going off, and he's probably going to say, like, Michael Jackson, all that, characters of acting, of jokers. That's what it sounds like. Yeah. And if you're Corinthiano, what are you doing? It's 2-0. Rich Moneymakers, did you saw Real Madrid doing the madness on Wednesday? We'll see what they do, because Chelsea, they play Ipswich. At the same time, Real Madrid, they take on Alaves. Even though I call them Alaves FC, because that's what they sound like. And probably the owner's name is named Alaves, probably anyways. I think anyways. I call them Alaves FC. And Alaves are crap. They're about to get relegated as well.
I bet Corinthian fans are going mad, mate. I bet they'll start booing in a minute, like Real Madrid fans do.
Already 2-0. Honestly, yellow card for I think who is it? Did I saw somebody get booked? Is that Richard Rios getting booked? Absolute dirty. He's out for the season, or for how long? But yeah, Real Madrid, they gotta do good against Alaves if they have a chance. They have to break down Arsenal. They have to. I don't care if they get a penalty or not. Even though they gotta take their opportunities, they gotta break them down. Vinicius Jr. has to get a masterclass. He has to turn like Rafinha did this season. And it's okay to rely on one not open play goal, like an own goal or a penalty kick, if they could handle the pressure at the Bernabeu. Oh, Corinthians, somebody got booked. All because he was not looking well against Richard Rios. Dude, Richard Rios, unfortunately, he hasn't been good for Colombia. It's because of the divings. And no offense, shouldn't that be a yellow card for simulation? I like Richard Rios, but I just think that his complaints is starting to get a little bit annoying.
Yeah.
Not even there are even people in Colombia, the ones that hate that kind of don't like Brazil. They're starting to hate Richard Rios. He told them, and I know some Colombians, I think they hate the ones that haven't wanted to have a rivalry with Brazil, even though it's not supposed to be like that. They're asking Richard Rios to F off, basically. Fuck off to Brazil. And then we all know Palmeiras. Palmeiras is hated by a lot of South American clubs. They are hated. Because we already saw that incident early in the year with that Paraguayan club, which they tried to abuse the players of Palmeiras.
Yeah.
That's how intense the rivalry is between Brazil and South America. For some reason, Richard Rios will take the free kick. And then basically, in my opinion, ridicolo. You're doing the freaking ridiculous. You got a set piece, good defending. Where's Memphis Depay? Not just Memphis. Memphis Depay must be furious. How could you lose 2-0 to freaking Palmeiras? You have even the worst version of Palmeiras. I mean, last season, they didn't concede 2 goals right away. It took 50 minutes and 55 for the second goal.
Yeah, it's not over yet, though. You know, they could still make a comeback. Yeah.
I predicted a draw, maybe like a 1-1 or 2-2. But they're missing Hugo a lot because the second goalkeeper's on experience as much. So fair enough, but this is why you need to take care of the players. You need a backup for a good reason. Because Onana at United, by the way, who is United's backup keeper?
Bayender, he's Turkish. He played in the Euros last year. Bayender, he's cold.
Would you start him against Newcastle tomorrow?
Yes, mate, I would. You know, drop that absolute fraud, Andre Onana. Enough is enough now. Why are we still picking him? He's going to keep making mistakes and that, and it's just not sustainable. It's unacceptable for the standards of Manchester United Football Club.
Because St. James's Park is different. It's not going to be United fans. And you blew the 2-0 lead at home back in December on the last day. It's going to be the local fans. Black and white.
Yeah.
And the Newcastle fans are definitely going to be screaming that they are the real United.
But obviously, if Newcastle win, you know, that would be a good result for them because it strengthens their position in the Champions League. And, you know, I like Newcastle, but still, I want my favourite Manchester United to win because at the end of the day, I am a Manchester United fan.
And if you're Flamingista, if you're Flamingista, you must be disappointed. Because Palmeiras, they didn't even score from open play last week against Sporting. Big Jim loves the GF, yup. They didn't. It was the 2-1, you know, like I said, against Sporting. They didn't even score from open play. But yeah, already 2-0. What are they doing? Burnley is about to make another return to the Premier League, it looks like.
Yeah,
oh wow, it's getting heated. The players are starting to come to get it, but those look like they want to hit, but it looks like it's starting to get feisty. Someone has lost their temper. Weberton, hey! Yeah, they want to grab their hands. They're not keeping their hands to themselves. This Portuguese, it's getting heated.
But yeah, going back to Burnley, though, it's like they're a yo-yo club, mate. They keep coming up and down, up and down.
Because they want to return to the 23-24 season. Yup, Weberton book because he was not looking despite how fouled. He wanted to fight somebody. He wanted to hit the referee, it looks like. That's not sustainable. Do you think Spurs are winning the next round Europa League quarterfinals? It's Frankfurt away. Because once you draw at home, I think it's over. Because once most teams either draw at home, they lose away 80% of the time. Unless a red card is on your side or the opponent goes down 10 men or 9 men, then yeah. Or maybe you could capitalize the team's performance. Because 1-0, when you lose 1-0 PSG, that game wasn't over. But there were a lot of people that wanted to cut off Pumas. Not Pumas, sorry. Shoot, I forgot. They want to write off the team. Even though they are there. But yeah, Burnley, they're about to be they're coming back again. It's like the 23-24 season. I think Sheffield is coming back too. Is it the three teams?
Yeah, maybe, but at the moment, Sheffield United, they might have to settle for the playoffs because obviously Leeds are top right, and then Burnley are second, and then Sheffield United are currently in the playoffs position.
But yeah, what? Remember Luton Town? What happened to that? What happened to Luton Town? I don't see them.
Because they got relegated from the Premier League. Now they're in the relegation to the Championship, so they're about to get relegated to League One.
They're there with Plymouth, who knocked out Liverpool in the FA Cup.
Yep.
Honestly, Liverpool played bad against Plymouth. Super bad. How did you lose to freaking Plymouth? Oh, it's just a one wonder lose in the FA Cup. It's okay. Nah. You'll be beating them. Plymouth are getting relegated. That's crazy. Luton are going down already to League One after a year?
Yep.
And by the way, United Touchline is live, but he's talking about something else. That's crazy. 23rd. That's crazy. Luton Town. After that one season.
Literally, they would be one of the favourites to come straight back up, but instead they're going to suffer back-to-back relegations.
This happens before back-to-back relegation. But guess who's coming up in the Championship? Aston Villa's crosstown and closest rivals, Birmingham City, who won League One.
Yep.
Sunderland following the young model though. Really? Signing players and doing the Dortmund BS? Then, like, who is Sunderland's owners? American? Or are they with the Clown Lake / model? If it's true, give them the wooden spoon. Go ahead. Let me full screen you.
Yeah, but wooden spoon for that, honestly.
Get in the bin. And let me try to turn on my camera as well.
Yeah, go for it, mate.
Yeah, in just a sec. After I see this comment, or let me search up real quick. But yeah, that's crazy that's happening. What is Corinthians doing? They still haven't been that threatening. Flamengo, they're absolutely going to be pissed off because they do win something. They do beat Corinthians. But Corinthians, for the problems, you don't want Palmeiras to win. And then Flamengo, they play Atlético Mineiro. No, sorry, Grêmio away in Porto Alegre tomorrow.
Wow.
And next week, we're definitely going to do next Saturday, we're definitely going to do two big watch-alongs. We're doing Vasco da Gama versus Flamengo in Rio de Janeiro. El Clásico. Yeah. Clásico dos Millones. I'm excited because these two teams hate each other. I'm going to invite you, Michael. It's played at the Maracanã like they did last year. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the stadium must be filled. And Vasco Stadium is small. Vasco will be the home team, even though it's at Flamengo Stadium, Maracanã.
Yeah, the American Canal. That's huge. That's a huge stadium.
The Maracanã. Yep. Yeah, Sunderland's considering having one of the younger squads on average. Just 20. Jesus. That's not sustainable. Where's the experience, right?
Yeah, I
Corinthians
know.
got saved. Showing some life. But yeah, it's not sustainable, bro.
No, definitely not, Adam. Nowhere near sustainable. This is the thing, though, Adam, these days. Like I said, the standards in football these days is totally in the bin. Like I said on your stream yesterday in the live chat, I said I wish we could go back to how it was in the 90s and the early 2000s, but unfortunately, we're not going to go back to that because of, like, social media and all the PR in that.
And also, let me try to get my other phone. Yeah, let me try to get this real quick. This is just not sustainable. Like, what are they doing, Boha? It's like, what are they doing? This is so unprofessional. Where's the experience? But yeah, back and Palmeiras Corinthians are not playing that well, and it's not sustainable. And there's 3 new comments. Big up Chelsea Carefield win.
Yeah, big up, mate.
2-0.
Good evening.
2-0.
Yeah,
Yep.
2-0.
Already facts. It's an absolute disaster class.
Yeah.
All because they don't have their main goalkeeper. Which I think is just an excuse, but the problem is you need to do it the right way. But they can't.
In terms of the game, have we had a chance yet? Have we created any
2
opportunities?
chances, about 2, but Palmeiras have like 5 or 6. Like they've been closer in your box. Corinthians are playing bad. It's not sustainable.
Because this time last week, I think it was like us who were 2-0 up, right, wasn't it?
And then you could read this.
Yeah. I blame the idiots from the Premier League and Brighton model that are pushing teams for the young. Yeah, facts, absolute facts. It's an absolute disgrace for rich moneymakers. This is why the standards in football these days is in the bin, in the absolute bin. It's a disgrace. And that needs the wooden soon, I tell you. Absolutely needs the wooden soon. Dear me, what are we doing here? I mean, I'm sick and tired of it, Adam. You know, how PR is taking over football.
It's a fucking joke, bro. It's disgusting. Like, why is this even a freaking problem? Like, oh my goodness, dude, I don't even want to hear about Enzo Maresca, bro. I'm not even a Chelsea fan, but we all know Clown Lake, loves to twist the words. Oh, it looks like. Never mind. Palmeiras got the ball, but yeah, it's not sustainable. And Chelsea do play Ipswich tomorrow, which are gonna win. But if you're a Man City fan, you must be furious for not taking those opportunities against United. Oh, that looks like a harsh foul. They want a red card, but they're not going to get it. Is that denial of a goal scoring opportunity? Ooh, that looks like a harsh foul on Euro Roberto. He didn't get the ball. Isn't that reckless? Then how's that not a red? How's that not cartón amarilla? It's only a yellow.
I think bugs. One of our players or a Palmeiras player?
Palmeiras. Denial. I think it might be a denial of goal scoring opportunity to Corinthians because he's not looking for the ball. He wants selfish.
Yeah, Big Jim loves the young model, and I watch out for Big Jim to get rid of experience. Absolutely rich money makers. It's a joke.
It's a freaking disgrace, bro. Like, Chelsea Empire isn't going to tolerate this. Michael isn't going to tolerate this.
Like, I won't tolerate it at my football club either, mate. Keep going down this young model. I'll carry on calling it out.
Keep calling it out. And I know it's fine that you missed the stream, but shots missed, saved. If we can't beat Ipswich, yeah, Enzo Maresca has to be sacked even before the Conference League finals.
Yeah, he's just a yes man, Adam. You know, employed by Clown Lake because he's a yes man, because he won't say it how it is. You know, there's no way this
because
ownership
Clown Lake
would.
is dictating what they want.
Yeah, there's no way this ownership would go for an elite manager, say like Jose Mourinho or a Carlo Ancelotti, because they know that the ownership would get called out by the manager.
They would.
Yeah.
And yes, man, they accept the freaking corrupted money. It's all about
Yeah.
the money.
Of course it is, mate.
And I don't even like being political, but honestly, I'm not blaming Putin anymore. It's your fault. NATO, Mr. Zelensky, you're at fault. Why Chelsea? And then you could say United are going through this. Because it also expires that young project. Maybe not 100%, but it's mostly blaming you. And that's facts. I don't even like being political, but Ukraine is not innocent. Because this war has been going on since 2014. They just want to escalate it as, to be a big deal. And as this witch hunt against Putin. I know this. It's about smiling. But yeah, Corinthians in the mud, sadly. But it's not sustainable.
I mean, like football and politics, politics should be kept out of football, let football be its own sport. We don't need politics in football. I mean, what are we doing here? Seriously.
Yeah, because even in Spain, it's erupting. Because El Clasico is based off the Catalonia-Spain rivalry, which one it breaks up. If you support Barcelona, you're a Catalan cult, leftist. If you're a Real Madrid fan, you're a, what's this called? You're a neo-fascist, neo-Nazi, far right-winger, basically. If you're an Atletico fan, you're this, that. Ah, my God, I can't stand this BS. It's happening in Spain, unfortunately, as well.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, all because of who they are. And I know it kind of makes sense, and I kind of had to fall for that. But I kind of had to take this personally. But even though, what's the point? And it's not even my fault. It's not even the club's fault. It's because of the freaking PR. Whether it's far left or the far right, the neoliberals and neocons. That's what we call them. They're not good.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you support. They're not good. Donald Trump, he honestly needs to fix up more. He could do better. And then you can read this from Rich Moneymakers.
Yeah, sure. We must all pray that Arsenal don't win the Champions League, or Big Jim or the sporting director at Chelsea will be staying for another 5 years. Yeah.
Oh my God, the sporting directors, like, oh my goodness, like, do you even have anything what you want to say about them?
Yeah, I mean, just absolute BS.
Oh my goodness, like, why do they want to make this as a big deal? It's just not sustainable, and they only want to do this as they're like the invisible. But yeah, the yes men, it's all about the money. And listen, I thought people were crediting Enzo Maresca, the propaganda PR media, right? And I thought he was doing it the right way until I got tricked in December. It's the exact same thing with Ange at Tottenham, which he was number one for a couple weeks and then fall off a cliff, right?
Yep.
And even if Chelsea are under Clown Lake ownership, they always own Tottenham. Even though
Yeah.
Man City owns them ever since Clown Lake entered after that Champions League final. Why is Younes not calling out the ownership? Board director said if Chelsea does not get top four, even though he did for a little bit, but not all of it. He needs to land the rest. And then so what money do they get? Because I thought they're gonna try to twist the words and manipulate him. So I should do it. But still, yeah, 2-0 Palmeiras going into halftime. Once it's halftime, I'm definitely going to use the restroom. And we'll talk, and then we can talk about whatever we want, especially about the game. But yeah, Corinthians are not playing that well after 14 minutes. But yeah, Real Madrid, they got only hope against Arsenal. Is at home. They gotta fill up the stadium. They gotta close down the rooftops. They gotta be clinical. Because Arsenal are definitely gonna park the bus. And Arsenal do concede one goal from open play, but that's about it. But they don't score enough goals.
Of course, like I said, I'm new to Brazilian football, and I've only just started following the Corinthians really, so I've not quite got familiar with all the players' names yet, but I will do in time.
So let's see how much stoppage time. 40, almost 45th. But yeah, this is even worse. July 2021. You're losing the derby. I do think Chelsea will improve. I'm feeling they will save our ass though. Yeah, they added on 4 minutes of stoppage time. 4 minutos.
Oh, Rich Moneymaker's landing it in the live chat as always.
Yep.
He's hilarious.
And that's facts, bro.
Oh, mate, on my stream the other night, Rich Moneymakers was absolutely hilarious, and the comments he's putting in my live chat.
Yeah, especially, and then you can read this about the
Yeah,
sporting directors.
Daniel sorting. I will be cooking the ownership and sorting directs if we miss out on the Champions League, and I'm going to land it because I don't want to miss another season without the Champions League. Facts.
And remember, guys, I will make the video for the end of the season. I will make the end of the season video. Honestly, since I'm the first one to be making it, I deserve the most credit. And that video, if the video has to be hyped up, well, I'm doing it the right way, unlike these absolute Iranians, because it shows facts, analytics, not PR. So I'm making the Premier League video, but in the right way. And I hope it does make lots of views and push off the monetization. I'm excited for the end of the season. Right, Mr. Joshua J?
Yep.
And you're definitely going to see your team bottom half of the charts, most likely.
Yep.
Do you think Michael will do it? Oh, cooking the sport directors? Go ahead.
Of course he will, mate. Michael doesn't accept mediocrity.
And delusionism. But yeah, Corinthians, they're absolutely poor. And it's not sustainable. And then Palmeiras, another guy got booked for fouling Memphis Depay, not far from the box. He wasn't looking, number 3. Yeah, that needs to be a booking. Bruno Fernandes, I think that's how you say it. Yeah, he needed to go in the books. But yeah, I know Corinthians fans will definitely say it's rigged. Fair enough, because the league starts early this time rather than in July. The clash. Yeah, fair enough, honestly. But yeah,
Be interested to see what the fans do at half time, whether they boo or not.
well, I don't think I even see away fans, but but maybe we'll check on Twitter as long as. Let me try to show it. But let me try to turn on my camera. So I'm right here seeing the You see me? I'm sitting on my couch in the living room. So
Yeah,
yeah, it'll be halftime very soon, anyways.
yeah,
But it's not sustainable. It's gonna be halftime very soon. Oh my god. But yeah, there's also another game. It's the Mexico City Derby between Club America versus Cruz Azul. That's another
oh
game.
yeah,
I'm not covering that. I think Johnny Boy is going to cover that. So big up to him. But that game is a 4 a.m. kickoff. Not sure if you'll be around that time. And that should be halftime. And then there's also the Monterrey Derby I want to do after this game, maybe. We'll see.
yeah.
I'll think about it. Not then, yeah. But yeah, we're going to be back tomorrow. And it's halftime. Palmeiras 2. Corinthians 0. This is not good. If you're a Corinthians fan.
Come on,
Stinker.
Corinne, please. Mr. Josh J, are you going to cook your ownership again this season? If we don't win the Europa League, then yes,
Yes,
I
you.
will be.
You're not going to tolerate this any
Nope.
further.
But yeah, shambolic, mate. Shambolic first half by the Corinthians. Got to do a lot better.
Yeah, it's an absolute disgrace. And then, you know what? Let me use the restroom real quick.
Yeah, go for it. I'll hold the fort for a while. Yep. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in this evening. Much appreciated. If you're new to this YouTube channel, why not consider hitting the subscribe button, as Adam Dar 2025 does plenty of football content on this YouTube channel. Well, this is mainly a YouTube channel for Brazilian football. On his Adam Dar 2025 channel, he does loads of other football matches. So make sure you are subscribing to both of his channels. But big up to every single one of you live and logs in this evening. Much appreciated. Now, obviously, I'm new to Brazilian football. I've only just got into following the Corinthians, but that's an absolute shambolic first half by the Corinthians. You know, Memphis Depay's team not landing the minerals so far. Memphis Depay, ex-Manchester United player, so yep, not good enough. Corinthians, yep, you deserve that. You deserve the wooden spoon. Yep. The end of the day, it's as simple as that. Just not sustainable. I mean, I was expecting much more because this time last week, I think it was Corinthians were 2-1 up or 2-0 up. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, like I said, I'm new to Brazilian football, so I've not quite got familiar with all the players' names yet for the Corinthians, but I will do, give it time, and that I'll get familiar with them. And yeah, you know, but not good enough by my Brazil team at the moment, who I've just started following. Simply not sustainable, you ask me. Yep. Big up, guys. Yep. Big up to you, CFC Realist Blue. Big up to you, mate. I shared your stream on Twitter, Adam. Yep. What do you call a dead Gunner fan in the closet? Lost year's winner in the hide and seek contest. Oh, that's fucking epic, Rich Moneymakers. What an unbelievable comment that is. Oh, wow. You landed, mate. You absolutely landed. You're a real one, mate. Honestly. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely amazing. But, yeah, Adam is just using the what he calls the rest room where here in England we say the bathroom or the toilet. But yeah, big up to every single one of you who is supporting Adam Dar 2025 on his YouTube channel and on this channel as well. Much appreciated. And you're more than welcome to come and check out my YouTube channel. You know, I'm sure Adam Dar 2025 will link it somewhere on my YouTube channel. I do a lot of Manchester United content. I talk about loads of other things apart from football. And I also have a football channel called Mr. Joshy J Football Channel, where I talk about loads of other football teams on that channel. I also have an F1 channel called Mr. Joshy J F1 Channel. Have Manchester United found a new sporting director? Not yet, Dan United Sporting. Not yet, mate. Why don't think drinking the Emirates Stadium? Because all the cups are in Manchester. Oh, love it, rich moneymakers. Oh, wow. Land it, mate. Absolutely land it. Of course, I'd rather want Barcelona to win the Champions League over Arsenal, but it doesn't change the fact I still do not like them as much either. Facts, I mean, your side got robbed back in, when Drogba went. Hey, it's a fucking disgrace to
I'm
the
back.
camera.
I
Yeah,
missed some
big up.
comments. Big up to you. Oh, thank you, bro. If you're still in there, CFC realistic, yeah, I had to use the restroom. If you're still in there. But yeah, 2-0 Palmeiras. Did you tell them I went to the restroom?
Yeah, I did, mate.
Of course, I would rather want Barcelona to win the Champions League over Arsenal. Doesn't mean the change. I still do not like them either. Oh yeah, because of that rivalry, right? How do you stop Gunner supporters from beating his wife? Dress her in the Manchester jersey, Manchester United jersey, especially to the. Oh yeah. Yes, especially. Come on, PSG Inter Milan final. Yeah, I see where you're coming from, bro. So yeah, if you guys are still there, I had to use the restroom. But yeah, it's not sustainable. But yeah, so far Esteban Williams has been getting he's been okay. Not something too spectacular, but yeah, making one
uh,
good pass. But yeah,
what about Depay? Has he done anything to Memphis Depay?
he's trying to, but not enough support. That's why he's getting locked up. It's not his fault, but they need to do better. If Ramon Diaz, if you do not fix up in the second half, I have no idea what's going to happen to you. Ramon Diaz, you need to fix up, or else you're going to be blamed. You have to come back and score two somehow.
Which is another player who plays well for us. I know Memphis Depay does, but is there any other players
You
who are
know,
superstars?
Alberto, even though he's been getting locked up,
Yeah,
player, and then you could read this as well.
yeah, sure. I don't want to see Nat Rawdon like a head Arteta win the Champions League. Well, of course you don't sit there and ice sorting. You're a Chelsea fan at the end of the day.
Yeah, because of the rivalry between Chelsea and Arsenal. Obviously, I don't reel the Arsenal as a real rivalry. because Arsenal's number one rival is supposed to be Chelsea. Tottenham are just there being like the Rayo Vallecano of Madrid, of London, I meant to say, kind of.
North London. Yeah, North London.
Yeah, they're nothing serious. And like Tottenham is not supposed to be a big club. Like, why did they overhype this? What? All right, you can read this. Rich moneymakers. Make sure you mention. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just eating my biscuit. Yeah, I'll go ahead now. What's the difference between an Arsenal supporter and bad baby? The baby will stop whining.
Arsenal fans never stop whining. Why? Why did they? Go ahead.
Yep. Why do rival fans call Arteta Lego head? Because he's a bottle job, I guess.
Oh yeah, the nerd player that plays good is Corina, but he's not. But he's been mid so far in this match. Right now, he isn't playing that well. He looks a little bit shaky. He gave away the ball, I think, 3 times. I think, or twice. I saw him giving away the ball. Definitely. So it's not good. It's not sustainable, and the keeper had to make good saves. But yeah. But as for Arteta, yeah, because it's that. And then let's not forget, you remember the Brighton of Spain, right, guys? Real Sociedad.
Yep.
Guess what? You Chelsea fans, you might have to call out this club too because they are the Brighton of Spain. They have that somewhat same model of young players, and they're from the Basque region. But not only that, they're not football heritage. Not only that, they are connected to Arteta's puppet. So you're going to also have to deal with that fan base. Honestly, Chelsea should have been the Europa League. I'm not going to lie. I wanted to see Chelsea in the Europa League so they can face Sociedad. And then even if they're run by Clown Lake, I think they would absolutely shut up those Arsenal puppets.
Yeah.
Maybe I know Sociedad, even if they have a good defense, I'm convinced Nicholas Jackson would score from open play against the Brighton of Spain. Dang it, but instead, you guys won the FA Cup, and you didn't let them. They went down to the Conference League. Dropped off despite finishing 6th. And it's unfair because you finished 6th and you still don't get Europa League football. But yeah, as always, sorry is not sorry, right?
Yep.
Because United won the FA Cup.
Yep.
It's the city. But if that wasn't happen, I think Chelsea would have faced Sociedad in that league stage.
But this is the thing, Adam. I don't reckon we fully deserved to win the trophy last season because we were shambolic. But yeah, we still found a way to win in a trophy.
They've come back to win. And you guys somehow beat Manchester City. And they're not even that good.
It's because they were partying, mate. You know, they won the league title, so Man City were partying too much. So they just weren't focused on that FA Cup final.
And they didn't want to. And listen, they only won one trophy, the Premier League. That's about it, not the treble. They failed to do the double.
Where in the season before, mate, they won the treble.
Yeah, they were partying even a lot. But this time, they just won the Premier League. That's about it.
And I hope, right, Forest knock them out in the FA Cup. Because I'd like to see Nottingham Forest win the FA Cup.
Yeah, while Arteta and those Arsenal puppets will be lifting this, right? That's our trophy. Look at this face. And all the delusion face. There you go. The head of no brains. Enjoy that. Enjoy that.
Oh, you're a savage, mate. You're a savage.
Yeah, I am. And I'm not even the best. And I'm going to try to come up with some ideas. And I wish, honestly, I had the big silver spoon, but I don't. Maybe my grandma has it, but that's in Arizona, which I'm not in there. Maybe she does have like two big silver spoons I could have borrowed.
But yeah, it's like when this stream ends later on, make sure you add my channel on into the title or in the description so people can find it.
The second half is about to kick off in just 1 minute.
But yeah, it's like when you come on my channel, I always try and add your channel into the title and the video so people can find it easy.
Yep. But yeah, so hey, Rich Moneymakers, are you going to call out the Brian of Spain very soon as well, aka Real Sociedad, since they're filled with a bunch of Arsenal puppets because of the connection to Arteta? Same thing with Danny United's 14, and as they're similar to Brighton, and they got the brown away kits, which the brown envelopes are about to buy probably because it represents them. So yeah, it's not sustainable. And then he says Manchester United. Okay, go ahead. You can read this.
Yeah, downright sorting. Manchester United could not be in Europe next season, and you would be playing one game a week and watching your rival fans. Just imagine, mate.
If they win the Europa League, they get Champions League, and they will
Yeah,
participate in that Super Cup. So it's possible, but the problem is you're not passing Bilbao. I still back you against Leon, but Bilbao, the round is over. Because
yeah.
Bilbao, it's literally at their home stadium. If it wasn't for Bilbao, then maybe I would still back you. But remember, second half kicks off.
But our best case scenario is if
Right.
Bilbao, if they get knocked out.
If Rangers could do it, but Rangers, they didn't look that comfortable. And plus, Bilbao's a hostile environment. They actually played well. They man mark every single attacker
Yeah,
at home. They only conceded one goal from open play in the last 4 games at home, which is a good record. But yeah, second half kicks off. But yeah, exactly, and it's gonna be jealousy if you don't get to Europe.
and not only that, Adam, it will hurt us financially as
That's
well.
because of the PSR rules.
Yeah,
Another what is PSR? By the way, I kind of forgot to ask you.
profit sustainability.
Oh, that explains. And it's not sustainable because what are
No,
these rules going to take effect? Like, what do they do if they don't do it the right way? Do they get punished? Stuff,
apparently, mate, if we make a big loss, then we're going to get a big points deduction next season.
and you don't have the money as much, right?
Nope.
So this is why you need to win that Europa League, right?
Yeah, absolutely, Adam.
You might have to go for it, even though you may be not the favorites. You might have to go for it. But remember, the stupid, annoying PR that will try to like jinx it. They're gonna say, "Hey, Mr. Joshua J, you're still not defeated in
Yeah,
the Europa League."
it's like, and what? And what? Go and win it then.
And then Chelsea, they won every single Conference League win, not even a single draw, because it's
Mental, mate. Honestly, it's just madness.
yeah, because you had that 3 straight draws in the first the first 3 games under Mr. Ten Hag before Ruud van Nistelrooy took over for a week or for
Yeah,
a bit. Yeah, for 4 games, right?
yeah, that's right.
And it was just for 1 week.
Yeah,
But yeah, Corinthians, they're on the attack. They're trying to like hopefully get one back.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
And wages will go down on the players at Manchester United, like what Chelsea got. Yeah.
Yeah, and so far under Clown Lake, you still managed to qualify for European football somehow. And then even United Touchline, I think, made a video about this, about the PSR. Let me try to send you on Twitter, on X.
Yeah, go for it, Adam.
A video about Mateo Cunha. So yeah, you could check that out. Maybe after the stream. Well, I guess we can react to that after the stream. Hold on, let me try.
Yeah, whatever, mate. I don't mind.
But yeah, still 2-0 Palmeiras. Still getting locked up. But yeah, it's not sustainable. And then yes, Corinthians are trying to show life, but still 2-0 shot over the bar. And they should be doing better. Because you cannot lose 3-0. Let's see if they could try to show fight. If you could read this.
Yeah, if Arsenal win the Champions League, will Michael be ranting and I will be human? Absolutely. Michael will be getting his silver spoons out.
And he's going to call out Clown Lake. And listen, I don't even have a club, but honestly, for those fans, honestly, it makes me think that Arsenal should not be winning the Champions League. But unfortunately, but here's the thing. You're going to have hypocrisy from Barcelona fans. They're definitely going to be rooting for Arsenal to get to the final unless they face them themselves.
Thanks. Yeah.
But honest Barcelona fans that called out Chelsea, especially on different occasions. And
Thanks.
so that's a problem. So I guess
thanks, mate.
guys would rather have a PSG Inter final because I know some of you guys don't like Barcelona. You want them in the final as well. Shot over the bar from Corinthians. And they're showing the bench. But yeah, they're trying to show some life. But yeah, hopefully they get a goal back. But yeah, that's what's happening. But yeah, I see why you guys want a PSG Inter Milan final. That's probably the best solution.
But yeah, when it comes to YouTube, Adam, I love working with like you and Michael.ChelseaFC, because all three of us literally have the same standards when it comes to football.
I don't even have a club, bro, but I have sympathy.
Yeah.
You guys, this is not sustainable, and I stand with my fellow, all the fans are suffering this BS.
It's like Chelsea. It's just not sustainable, mate.
It's not, bro. Like, absolutely ridiculous. Like, absolutely very sad to see. And then if this doesn't get found accountability, then I'll be supporting Barcelona. They do make it to the final. Fair enough. Even though we'll see whoever gets there. Honestly, but yeah, you're definitely gonna be supporting Barcelona against Arsenal. Even though to keep an mind, some Barcelona fans did root for Arsenal just to knock out Real Madrid.
But if, say, Inter Milan gets to the final and they play Barcelona, I'll be cheering on Inter Milan, I think.
To get to the final, man. Because honestly, in my opinion, the last 2 seasons, last 4 seasons, Barcelona haven't been good in the freaking Champions League. But guess who's been good in the Champions League? Chelsea.
Yeah.
Until that 22-23 season. Hold on, let me try to get some more water real quick.
Yeah, go for it, mate. But big ups to every single one of you live and logs in this evening. Much appreciated. If you use this YouTube channel, why not consider subscribing to this YouTube channel because Adam on here does a lot of Brazilian football, and he also has another channel as well, Adam Dar 2025. On that channel, he talks about loads of other football teams and does live watch-alongs and like non-Brazilian football as well. So make sure you subscribe to that channel, and why not consider subscribing to my channel as well? Very soon, the link will be either in the title or in the description to this video. But yeah, big ups to every single one of you who is supporting this channel. I'm happy I came in on your stream first, Mr. Josh DJ. I will be doing it in my iPod because pictures will be iPad, sorry. Yeah, facts. Absolute facts. Yeah, I agree with you, Danny. I sorting. Yeah, much better on the iPad, mate. But obviously, I got a Samsung S25 Ultra, so that's why the camera quality is really good at the end of the day. But yeah.
Still 2-0 Palmeiras. It's not safe. Ah, shoot. Alright, but yeah, still 2-0. Alright. 2 more comments. I'm happy. Okay, Mr. Joshua J.
I've read this one, mate.
Oh, Barcelona, Arsenal. Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. For sure. Let's see if they could handle the pressure. I doubt. But the problem is you're definitely going to have some Real Madrid fans that will sadly might become Arsenal fans because they don't want their biggest rivals, Barcelona, to win it because of the rivalry. It's called rivalry versus rivalry into one junction because you're going to have haters on that side versus that haters on that more of them. But right now, Barcelona fans are rooting for Arsenal because they want Real Madrid out because that's their biggest rival.
Yeah.
It's no different for Man City fans wanting United out of the Europa League.
Yeah, absolutely.
The ones that actually hate United a lot.
Yeah, even though it's not the same competition, obviously Man City have been in the Champions League and we're in Europa League. But yeah, they would still want us to go out, mate. Because they wouldn't want us to win their trophy.
Oh, look at this. Oh, Esteval gets booked, I think. No, not Esteval. Not Grayson Mayudis, I think it's booked. But yeah, go on. What you want to say? Yeah, Mike Michelle gets booked for Palmeiras, but yeah.
Yeah, basically, I'm just saying, Man City fans would want us to get knocked out in the Europa League because they wouldn't want us to win a trophy this season. It's like, I wouldn't want to see Man City win the FA Cup, but I'll love it if they go trophyless.
True. And then who would be the favorites in that final against Barcelona Arsenal? Well, obviously, I do technically back Barcelona. We'll see what they do if they do make it. But you're still back Real Madrid, even though for some Barcelona fans they don't want any fans to back Real Madrid. So they're gonna have both ways, which unfortunately I don't know if it's the right solution because you're gonna have that as well.
But even if Arsenal get through, they got to play pretty much PSG. Yeah, that won't be easy.
Maybe hopefully PSG will show them how it's done. They'll show them. Dembele got the minerals more than ever. He has officially turned into a world-class player. It's official.
But yeah, if Arsenal get Paris Saint-Germain, we'll see how good Arsenal are because Paris Saint-Germain are playing well at the moment.
PSG, they're going to score from open play for sure. They're going to break down that Arsenal defense. May not a lot of goals, but they're going to score, man. They will.
Yeah.
They're definitely going to run. Still 2-0. But yeah, they're definitely going to run at, Saliba. And then will Saliba handle his own French national teammate? Ousmane Dembele? Probably not as much. That the pressure will catch up to him. And then of course you're gonna have obviously but the problem is you're gonna have fans that'll have both ways. They'll be rooting for you like your rivals because they'll be rooting for your rivals. Like Man City fans root for Barcelona. No, vice versa. Barcelona fans and Man City fans get along, especially when it's against Real Madrid. And then because of this rivalry after rivalry, it doesn't make sense. Because you're going to have one side, because you're going to have Chelsea and Tottenham fans going against Arsenal and rooting for Madrid, and then you're going to have the Barca fans for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So, and it's going to be really hard to do it both ways because they want to have both ways. Of course, each fan base is shameless. Barcelona are kind of shameless, so they want to have both ways. But yeah, that's the thing. And I see why Carefree always win doesn't like Barcelona. He's still. I'm surprised he's still rattled that 2009 incident. He said that and I think he says that Barcelona is his most hated club outside of England, outside of his biggest rivals in England.
Yes, Adam, I get why a lot of Chelsea fans don't like Barcelona because apparently that Champions League back in 2009 was rigged because Chelsea should have had a penalty and then Drogba went to the cameras. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. It's a fucking disgrace.
And Arsenal, the reason why they smashed PSV 7-1, PSV were super bad. Shot saved by Weberton. Not good enough shots, in my opinion. They're still getting locked up. But yeah, here it comes. But yeah, let's see if Real Madrid could do it. But you're going to have these Barcelona fans that are definitely going to be rooting for Arsenal to hold on. And they'll have both ways, unfortunately. But yeah, especially Michael, I don't think he likes Barcelona. And I know that Barcelona is not supposed to be your biggest rivals. They're not even close to you. They're not even in England. But the Champions League football heritage says it all. Honestly, I kind of want the Chelsea-Barcelona rivalry to come back. It's been a while. Especially with Chelsea being out at UCL. All thanks to Clown Lake. Or freaking Clear Lake. Todd Bowley is part of Clown Lake. Same thing like Bali. They are part of them. The owners runs the big circus. Todd Bowley is the main chairman of Clown Lake, basically, right? The face of Clown Lake.
Yeah.
And those people, like I said, they need to get in the bin. Absolutely.
Yeah, get in the bin, seriously. Brown envelopes in the bin and running football owners in the bin.
And then you're going to have Rongans having it both ways, that they are the best. This is not sustainable, bro. It's not, bro. And then,
no, it's not, Adam. It's unacceptable, mate.
Deportivo received. But yeah, Barcelona didn't score from open play, and they should have lost against Betis, honestly. But the problem is, Barcelona, we'll see what they do. It would have to be a huge capitulation against Dortmund. Dortmund are football heritage a little bit because they have a Champions League at least. Arsenal do not. But the problem is, Arsenal do not. Dortmund are just sadly run by corrupt owners, and they're a laughing stock, and people have to laugh at them at this point. Yeah, it's true. And then Dortmund, they're sitting in eighth.
Oh, wow.
And did not take the opportunities by not going any further up the table. They failed to take the opportunities. This is why you got to take every single opportunity you could, guys, so you can get away.
Yep.
It's not sustainable.
Nope. Like, this is not sustainable by Corinthians tonight. Just not sustainable.
Just like the sporting directors. And then I cooked Charlie today that brown envelope because he wanted D-Lap. Like get out of here,
Yeah,
Charlie. You could absolutely deserve this, and you know you could pull the wooden spoon while I pull this.
yeah.
Absolute wrongin', get out. And it's not
Running.
condemning whatever you get punched in the face for violence because you're doing it the wrong way.
Yeah,
Not
but
sustainable, bro.
Ronan, same as Jamie Jackson as well, trying to tell Ruben Amorim where to play one of our players as well. I mean, the
The,
manager knows more than you. Just stick to fucking journalism, yeah?
the
You
wrong
absolute brown envelope.
the wrong positions. It's an absolute joke, bro.
But why should a journalist, Adam, stick his nose in telling a manager where to play a player? Because the manager knows the best, surely.
Facts.
I mean, what are we doing here?
It's a freaking joke. Like, why do people have to do this? For the corruption. Um, Bro, I can't stand this. Honestly, you want to know something? But there's a problem. It's also
Yeah,
about
go
La Liga.
on.
It's also about La Liga, in my opinion. Honestly, my opinion, I do not rate La Liga at this point as much. You want to know why? The levels and quality has dropped off, in my opinion. La Liga isn't serious. Teams do not capitalize. Teams rather draw and lose against god awful teams that are more shittier, that are about to get relegated. That's not sustainable.
Uh, yeah, mate, the Premier League has been crap this year. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the Premier League, but the standards of it this year has been terrible.
It's not. There's been more locking up, not because it's defensive. They're not playing that well because of the PR money, and it's not even just the Premier League. In my opinion, La Liga is falling off because they're
Yeah,
not taking those opportunities. I'm getting closer to unsubscribing to him, and you're gonna block his ass, right? And then sometimes, Mr. Josh JJ, you still have to add on subscriber only mode. People have to be subscribed in order to comment, so those brown envelopes do not enter the chat, right?
yep, absolutely, Adam, because before I had quite a couple run-ins in my live chat, so I started turning on subscriber-only modes because I can't be doing with them. I only want real ones in my live chat, mate.
And those brown envelopes, they basically wanna do this like it's absolutely ridiculous.
But when I'm streaming on my football channel, I don't usually turn on subscribers only modes because it's not as big as what my main channel is at the moment. It's a bit like if all these brown envelopes came on my football channel, then I'd literally turn on subscribers only mode.
But yeah, still 2-0, getting locked up still getting locked up. But yeah, it's a lot, bro. So yeah, and then we'll see what else happens. But yeah, the problem is the Brighton of Spain might still qualify for Conference League football because the rest of Spanish football, they're not taking their opportunities. They're losing to shittier teams. That's not supposed to happen. Dude, the
Yeah,
Brazilian league, they're definitely going to punish you. Even they are more professional than you. Honestly, La Liga is not serious in my opinion. Outside of Barcelona, Real Madrid, even though Real Madrid season's downfall, but I'm not counting that. Besides Carlo Ancelotti's, yeah, you could say that's one of the reasons why La Liga hasn't been great. But in my opinion, those smaller teams are not taking advantage. They do show up against the big teams, but they don't take those opportunities if they're going to do it to Europe. Rayo
yeah,
Vallecano fricked up Celta Vigo, Mallorca. They're just going to let the freaking Brighton of Spain qualify for the Europa Conference League. They will.
yeah, I
It's not
agree.
and Palmeiras have.
Facts. Yeah,
But yeah, absolute jokers, bro. This is why La Liga outside of Bilbao and even Betis, because at least Betis has Anthony, fair enough. Outside those clubs, they're not, no está en serio. They're not serious. The Brazilian league is better because at least they can't be competitive. This is why La Liga, honestly, La Liga isn't even a top 25 league if you take away those big teams.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, bro. What happens if Charlie comes to your stream, Mr. Joshua J?
Yeah, well, I'll just show him the wooden spoon, mate. As simple as that.
And then if Michael is there, he's definitely gonna laugh and cook. Shot wide. Hold on. There's on the rebound. Hold on. But yeah, make sure Michael's definitely gonna cook and laugh. And it's a goal! 3-0! Oh wait, is it offside? Hold on. No goal! What is Corinthians doing? What are you doing? What are you absolutely doing? Goal 3-0. What are they doing?
Disgracia. Disgrace.
That's great. Absolute. If I was a Corintiano, ridicolo. And you can give me the wooden spoon. You cannot lose 3-0 to Palmeiras. Flamengo fans are absolutely going to cook you. You're just going to give Palmeiras the freaking title again.
Disgraceful. Absolute disgrace.
Corinthians. It might be an Esteban Williams assist. Flamengo are absolutely going to cook you. Esteban Williams assist. Unmarked. Goal. 3-0. What is Corinthians doing? Like I said, Michael's definitely going to laugh and cook that brown envelope. And then he's going to say a lot to say, which we all expected. And then the referee says they're looking for a possible foul, but the referee isn't interested, the players. What is Corinthians TV doing? Oh, they're looking for a possible foul.
Oh, yeah.
They might look for a foul. Why are you getting outplayed? Flamenguistas are going to freaking cook you. Honestly, Flamengo are beating Grêmio away. And Grêmio isn't an easy place. Internacional are definitely going to cook you guys. And we'll see what they do.
But yeah, we weren't like this last week, mate. We showed a lot more fight last week, but it looks like we haven't turned up in this game at all.
Internacional plays Fortaleza. But I'm excited for the Thiago Silva versus Neymar game. Oh, we will be there. I'm making that big thumbnail. They're going to VAR the goal right now. But we'll see if the goal stands or not. But as for Fluminense versus Santos, that's the big one. I cannot wait. Thiago Silva versus Neymar, you cannot miss. You cannot miss it out. But yeah, it's just not sustainable. But as for those watch-alongs, I'm excited.
But yeah, I just can't get over how poor the Corinthians have been today. I mean, I'm not watching the game, obviously, because I can't really, but judging by what you're saying in that, it sounds like we've not really done much in this game.
They haven't done anything, like not making the right passes and like the right balls. It's not good. All because you're struggling without Hugo. All because you don't have your number one keeper is an excuse, bro. It's an absolute disgrace. And the referee says he's disallowing the goal. No goal.
No goal.
He's been playing absolutely shit, honestly. What is Corinthians doing? Flamengo fans are about to cook you, bro.
Yeah, because obviously, like, this website where I order football shirts from, I bought a couple of Corinthians shirts. You know, I bought the home kit and the third kit.
And then I just saw about Cunha. Oh yeah, about the story today. The one I sent you about Twitter. You think Mateus Cunha is a red flag for Manchester United? Because
Yeah,
Touchline United and Saeed made a video about it.
yeah, I do. I think he'll be good. I think he'll fit into the system well. Yeah,
Ruben's in the right way, right? As long
yeah.
as Ruben gets it right, then yeah, maybe that is worth it. And it shouldn't be much of a big deal. And then let me try and put the Pumas game on. I forgot that. Pumas, they must win this game as well in against Bravos Juarez. They must win this game. And it's not even a double watch along, but I have to keep an eye on that game. I need Pumas to win so Chivas can get eliminated. Because those brown envelopes down there in Mexico is one of them as well. I cannot stand Chivas at this point. Too many brown envelopes. Well, yeah, that's
But but yeah, and the Corinthians, like I said, I'm new to them really, so I'm not familiar with all the players' names yet, but I will get there. And yeah, it sounds like their fan base is very similar to Real Madrid, where it has a massive fan base.
and somewhat Manchester United. Yeah, like even though the Brazilian version of Manchester United, I would say is Flamengo. Corinthians is more like maybe yes, Manchester United, Liverpool, like, but yeah, Real Madrid for sure. And Corinthians are football heritage. They do the things in the right way, unlike Brighton, the Brighton of Spain.
Yeah, that's why I kind of started to get into them because they're football heritage.
Brighton are not.
Nope,
Neither the Brighton of Spain. And listen, you don't have much rivalries, but due to too many brown envelopes, it's not sustainable.
nope.
And you're still getting locked up. But yeah, if Pumas do not win this, I'm absolutely going to be furious because they need to win this game to qualify for top four.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness, those absolute Godin channels are going to be cooked. And the problem is, it's a lot. It's going to be a lot. It's absolutely not sustainable.
nope.
It's not.
Absolutely not, mate. It's nowhere near sustainable.
Like, I just want to see the good version and enjoy myself.
Yeah,
But oh my goodness, bro, this is absolutely unsustainable. And by the way, big up to Dax, even though he's about to end, even though he ended the stream. But honestly, big up to him. He makes these long streams. One day he said he's willing to have you on. You saw him the other day.
yeah.
He said that he will even try to talk about even football streams and will eventually invite you. Maybe not this weekend because I think he has baseball, but maybe the next weekend.
Oh, yeah.
I guess so. It depends if there's no
Yeah, that'd
other
be good. Yeah,
Saturday and Sunday. You get these games. So yeah, we'll see. If not, I don't know. I don't know about the midweek. We'll see. I mean, well, it might be late. But yeah, there's that spot. We're gonna try to make it over.
but yeah, like where I've been streaming quite a bit recently, my watch time hours are definitely increasing again.
Two more comments. Yeah, and this is why they need to subscribe to this. And thank goodness the watch hours have been growing on my channel as well, on my Brazilian channel. On
Yeah.
this channel. Are you gonna tell Michael how to add the background? Like you got your stream and he needs to add the logo. Mr. Joshua J, asking you.
Well, what Michael does on his channel, Dang Eye Sorting, is completely up to him.
Eventually, I should add a logo. Let me try to test that if I could once this game ends. But this is not
Yep.
sustainable from Corinthians. And Pumas,
Nope.
what are you doing? Why are you playing out of the back? Why is Pumas playing out of the back? It's not sustainable, bro. But yeah, I'm glad the watch hours are going up. This is why. This is why. It's really important. I got 69 watch hours, and it's
Yeah,
good. And then we'll see. We'll do the Monterey Derby. We'll see.
yeah,
63, and this also includes the memberships, and then for the LGBT, especially monetization, ads from YouTube ads, and YouTube Premium watch pages. It will count as that. Ah, come on! No, it's lagging for me. Not the internet, but the freaking. I have to restart this again.
ah,
Mhm. And then like, and then apparently I don't know. Hold on, I thought I saw a fan account of no. But yeah, they're not doing good. They're still getting locked up. Still getting locked up. It's not sustainable. Oh my god. And then the players down. That's not good. The smiling won't be there because the boats are just absolutely sinking. How do you destroy Vasco da Gama 3-0, but you absolutely get battered? Pumas, that's a great throw in, but it wasn't enough. They have to win this game. They know this.
yeah,
For Pumas, especially. 9 minutes in, 10 minutes in. They got to do it the right way because I want Chivas eliminated because they're trying to do everything. Yesterday, the Chivas game was an absolute bollocks. It was a shit show, bro. It's about the. And then you get some of those brown envelopes from the Chivas fans that said the referees were against them, even though the refs were actually for them. They were trying to cheat for most of the game until the ref realized the payment didn't went through until they had to give Moskva a penalty, which was a clear penalty, and they didn't give Moskva the penalty in the beginning 4 minutes because he clearly fouled. He didn't touch the ball against Almeida, and yet they didn't give that. So those brown envelopes, they need to get humbled. So this is why Pumas have to win because it relies on the standings. I need Pumas to win. Juarez, they have to win, but honestly, Juarez could win just one game, and then they should do that their next game because Pumas, they have a tougher streak. Because right now, if they draw, they'll only be 1 point, and they need 3 points. And then there's like 3 more games after this, 2 more games after this. Corinthians tried to foul him. The referee says, no hay falta. No foul. They're getting played out of the park. Oh my
I mean,
God, save.
yeah. This is the thing, though, Adam. It's like football fans like to make up an excuse blaming the refs when their teams don't win.
Because they're getting locked up. You know you're
Yeah,
not good enough. Can you say getting locked up and not good enough? And
yeah,
hooked?
absolutely. But it's like, yeah, they try and blame the refs on anything, mate.
Like it's absolute joker. Instead of doing the right way. I mean, it has to be super controversial, not these small incidents. Nah. It's not sustainable, bro.
I mean, it's like me, Adam. I don't carry on moaning and bitching about referees. Half the time I feel it is what it is, because what's the point, like, crying over a ref? Because you're not going to change his decision.
And we're going to check on this disaster class because it looks like Palmeiras will go on and lose this game against Corinthians, and we're going to keep going to stream after this. But yeah, it's not sustainable, bro.
Yeah, I'll carry on after the game, but once the game's finished, I am going to go downstairs and grab my beer.
Okay, once the game ends, or you
Yeah,
yeah,
once
and
the game ends.
the stats, you can show them the wooden spoon.
Yeah.
Ramon Diaz is in the mud this time. What is
Even
Ramon?
even I'm new to the Corinthians, but
It was
yeah,
the first
not good enough.
one wide. Oh my God, Palmeiras are trying to get the third goal. This has been a weird derby. absolute disaster class, and you're gifting Palmeiras the freaking 3 points, your biggest rivals. And why is Pumas letting Bravos have the ball? Why? You should be getting the ball, attack with it, do something with it, and attack. This is a must-win game. You gotta take the opportunity. Take every single opportunity you could.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that kit arriving because it's like the Newcastle United kit.
And then next
The,
week, on Wednesday, we might do Corinthians versus Fluminense, or we're doing Internacional versus Palmeiras, or we might do a double watch along somehow.
yeah,
They can't even get one back. And Bahia's getting fixed up. And there's some Juarez fans, and Juarez is not even that much, and yet they're still there. That's crazy. A lot of them. You gotta do the thing in the right way. But honestly, I'm ready for that Monterrey derby and Mexico City derby. I love the rivalries. Club America Cruz Azul are playing part 3, this time in the league. While you got Monterrey, Rayados versus Tigres in Monterrey. Those are 2 big games. I love the rivalries. It's not sustainable. And then here comes Bravos.
but yeah, the Corinthians, they're much better last week, mate. Literally, we won this game this time last week.
Yeah, you absolutely destroyed Vasco da Gama at home 3-0. Who lost 3-0 who did won their game 1-0 this week. But Corinthians drew 1-1 with America to Cali. That's not sustainable.
Nope.
And they got Memphis Depay, yet he hasn't done anything. I'm like, why are you getting outplayed? Who is not meant? Where's the midfield? This has all been Palmeiras.
Is he being poor or is he just not being given the service?
Maybe,
Memphis Depay.
but I would say everyone, honestly. Why are they doing that? And I don't even know some of their players' names, but hopefully I should translate in Portuguese what they're saying. Who played well, who played awful, who was the worst player that needs to get the spoons ready, right?
Yep.
It's an absolute disgrace if you're a Corinthians fan.
But yeah, also in the week, that SC Barcelona are playing on Wednesday, I think it is.
In the league, right?
Yep.
And it's against them. Oh my God, they're playing out of the back. All because you don't have Hugo Cesar. It's an absolute disgrace, joke, and excuse. You should be attacking no matter what. You can't even get one back. Just to
I say, yeah, I'm still shocked that there was another team called Barcelona. I wasn't expecting it.
Let me check their fixtures.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They're getting pressured again over the top from Palmeiras. Like, why is Corinthians playing so bad? Sao Paulo are definitely going to beat you again as well. They're a second rival.
Yeah.
And if you play like this, Flamengo are beating you at the Maracanã.
Yep.
They will defeat you. And then Barcelona. Oh wait, no, they played this Monday in the league. Monday and then Friday versus El Nacional. But on Tuesday they drew 0-0 River Plate, where there was no fans allowed, no home or away fans. And listen, River Plate had 7 shots on target, and Barcelona none, and it still ends 0-0. Funny enough, despite how better River Plate has been, it should be 7-0, not 0-0. But the stats, bro.
And so, did you say they're playing on Monday, SC Barcelona?
Yeah. And then on Friday against El Nacional. Monday, I forgot that team's opponent.
Oh, yeah.
They can't even maintain the ball. Make the straight passes. You guys have been shit. And you better get the wooden spoon ready.
Yeah, I will do, mate. Absolutely, I will.
And then we don't even do player ratings. Oh shoot! Is that a what's this? Is that a bottle or what's that? Is that what's that thingy? Not the keys, but something's being thrown on the pitch from my end. And so far, still no new comments since that Danny Unites 14. Rich Moneymakers, are you still there? Oh, something being thrown. But yeah, Corinthians, you must get revenge against Palmeiras in the second leg. And guess what? You screwed up. You bottled it today.
Yeah.
Ramon Diaz will get his first defeat against Palmeiras after doing so well. And he didn't play that well in the final in the second leg, but it was done because it was at home.
Yeah.
This isn't going on, and you could ask the CBF if it's rigged. It has to get up. As about Williams, his assist got disallowed because the goal didn't count, because it was offside, based off the rules. And listen,
Yeah.
rules
Yeah,
are rules.
I might even do a shorts reaction on this game. Watch highlights on YouTube and that, and then do a YouTube shorts reaction on it. For my football channel.
This is why this needs to be televised. It's not much of a video clip. Oh, you're still here, Rich Mindmakers? What do you think of this game, even if you're not watching this? Oh my god. We're not even doing anything.
But yeah, I'm not impressed, mate. Even though I haven't been watching, got to score a goal at least, mate.
It's not sustainable, and honestly, there's been some questions about the referee, not in this game, but in the Barcelona leg in this game especially. Absolute joke, bro.
But yeah, that kit what Barcelona SC playing, I gotta say that looks really nice. I really like the colours of it.
Well, because it's true standards. It look like they're trying to fight again a little bit. Somebody might get booked. All right, we're going to have 5 minutes of stoppage time. Corinthians, you better get the wooden spoon, Mr. Joshua J.
Yeah, I got it, mate.
You're absolutely getting cooked. And then let me try turning this on real quick. Still, this is absolutely not sustainable, bro. Absolutely playing the bad way again. You're not consistent. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable, bro.
Nope.
It's not, bro.
Definitely not. Nowhere near sustainable, Adam.
All because they want the 10 expiring thing. Like, it's an absolute shot. Saved by Weberthorn. You're absolutely getting cooked. You're letting the pigs win is an absolute joke, honestly.
Yeah, disgraceful, mate. Shocking.
Disgrace performance.
Yeah.
I can't even have my old profile picture. Hold on, let me try copy the image. If I copy the image, how do I download this? Hold on, let me try it. Do this. No, I don't want to edit it. I just want to save it. There we go. There we go. But yeah, come on, Pumas. You gotta take the opportunities. Take those opportunities. All right, let me try before I read Rich Moneymakers or whoever commented. Let me try to fix this up. But this is not sustainable. Yeah. I'm gonna use the restroom as well. There we go. I got the profile picture. It's not sustainable. I am not happy. All right, go ahead.
I'm not happy that the away team is not awake. Wouldn't sing for them. Yep. Full screen me a second. There we go. Not sustainable, Corinthians. I mean, shambolic. Got to
Getting
be doing
locked
better.
up. Absolute disgrace performance. And
Yep.
honestly, they didn't deserve the results. It's absolute disgraceful. But here's the thing: we're also going to have inconsistency. They gave Leganes. You want to know something? Back in Spain, they gave Leganes the penalty against Osasuna back on Monday during the Newcastle game, right? Which I don't think that was
Yeah.
a penalty. And listen, they might have, but this time there might be an actual penalty, but they don't want to give that. Like, where's the proper officiating? It's all about the big money, sadly. And no offense, but sometimes, yeah, Barcelona and Real Madrid, they might cheat and get way too many favorable calls. It's not sustainable either. Because it's just inconsistent refereeing. Just absolutely inconsistent.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not sustainable. And here comes Corinthians. No, Palmeiras. The game is almost over. One more minute, and that should be full time any second. Oh, honestly, this game should be over in just a few seconds. If they don't whoop in the corner, that's over. Absolute stinker and hooked.
Pathetic.
Absolute disgrace performance. Memphis Depay, I don't know if you're getting cooked or not. We're going to see what Bob Mob says. And then who didn't play that well. It's not, maybe not your fault, but what happened to the midfield? Let's see what Corinthians TV says, the fan TV. Honestly, this is shocking, and that should be full time any second. And then honestly, it's an absolute joke, bro. Sin vergüenza, they call it.
Yeah.
No song for you. Absolutely chopped off again. And honestly, if it's let me use the rest because this game has to be over. Palmeiras ain't gonna
Yeah.
do anything. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. But yeah, guys, this has been an absolute disgraceful performance by the Corinthians tonight. I mean, I'm new to the Corinthians, but I am not happy. This is nowhere near sustainable. I mean, you cannot be getting beat in a derby like this. You know, last week the Corinthians played a lot better this time last week against Palmeiras, where, you know, we actually won the game. But this week, yeah, absolutely no excuses. Definitely deserve the wooden scene tonight, the Corinthians, honestly. Disgraceful, embarrassing, and highest level. Shambolic. And yep, there you go. It's come up on the screen there, full time. Just wow, embarrassing, the highest level. But yeah, you know, oh dear me. But I'm just going to quickly go to the loo myself and grab my beer, and I'll be back with you guys shortly.
I'm back. Hey, Mr. Jesse J, you're back? It's full time. Yeah, Esteban, you did. Okay, are you guys still in here? Every single attacker got locked up. This is a disgrace performance. Despite Corinthians getting more of the ball, Palmeiras have been the most dangerous team. Let's check the stats. They've absolutely bottled it. 5 shots on target to 1. What a disgrace. Absolutely disaster class from Ramon Diaz. What is he doing, bro? I'm waiting for Michael to come back. Corinthians Argentina is absolutely going to be furious. Let me see his reaction. The women's loss and the men's loss? You gotta be kidding me, bro. Absolutely ridiculous. They're not playing that well. What are they doing, bro? I'm back. Still no Pumas, and they're still getting locked up. Ah. They become a chicken. What a joke. But the problem is, you could say the refs. Yeah. Well, not this game, the other game. Absolute scumbags. Oh my gosh, bro. Are you freaking kidding me? That's absolutely ridiculous. Once you get back, it's time to cook them. Oh my god, bro. Absolutely ridiculous. Stinker and hooked. Still no Pumas. Still getting locked up. Absolute joke. Colombia. Oh my god, bro. Absolute wooden spoons. Absolute spoons, by the way. Get them in now, bro. Get the silver spoons. Football Carnage will not go live. No, he is. Getting locked up? Yep, getting locked up. Absolute joke, bro. Look, he's making the video. But yeah, they screwed up. Ramon Diaz in the freaking mud. Ramon Diaz in the mud. Puma still getting locked up. And are you guys still there in the chat? Are you still awake, Rich Moneymakers? Nobody cares. Oh, but Leon are playing. It's still 0-0. Let me see. There we go. Oh! Come on, Pumas. Suarez, finish that champ. Still 0-0. Getting locked up as well. What are they doing? Leon are getting locked up. Funny enough. This video includes payments. What a disgrace, bro. What a day, bro, honestly. But you gotta take those opportunities. Why are teams not wanting to put those opportunities in the freaking bin and bag? Pumas must win this game. Do not draw. And as for Corinthians, I'm just waiting for Michael to come back and we're gonna end the stream. Ah, frick, I forgot. Still 0-0. Come on, Pumas. But it's Rich Moneymakers. Then United's 14. Are you still there? Are you still watching the stream? Oh my god. Absolute joke. Their guidelines are a joke, bro. Why? Just not good enough. Pumas are not doing enough. And as for Leon, they haven't done anything. Oh my gosh, bro. I need Monterrey to win one game. That's all I need. And they can do whatever they want. That's going to be hard. Or maybe they could afford drawing 2 games. But they got to take those opportunities. I'm disappointed Mazatlán not killing them. Because maybe Mazatlán would actually knock them out. But Pumas not beating Juarez? Good, bro. It's not sustainable, bro. I cannot take a draw. They have to win this game. You have to beat Santos. Juarez, they've been doing a little bit better, fair enough, but you should beat them by a goal. I still back you guys. Do not freaking concede. Leon should lose to Cruz Azul today. We'll see what they do against Cruz Azul. I'm excited for that big game. next week as well. Leon, Cruz Azul versus Leon. That's the big one. After this Classico holding. Not like these games being big. It's the big one. Classico Hoven is the big one. This is why you gotta take the opportunities. And honestly, this game wasn't impressive. I'm just disappointed, bro. I might even just have to take a shower at this point. I'm disappointed, bro. Vamos, Pumas. Sacanar jogo. Mateo Bogush. Yep, looking to show up. Junior FC scores. Let me see. Are they broadcasting that game? Oh, they are. They never miss. 22 minutes in. Penalty. Goal. How doesn't he miss? I'm watching both Colombian and Mexican football. You got Deportivo Basta versus Atletico Junior, and they've scored from a penalty kick. They didn't score from open play. And just to tie the game at home because they've been getting locked up so far. They gotta do better, bro. And I love Colombian Mexican football because they're being televised, but just not the Brazilian one, and have to use sites. And then I don't want to give up on the Brazilian league because it's big. If it wasn't, then probably of course, just not the league wouldn't be taken as seriously across the world because most people have not known about this because they're not being talked about enough. Let me know when you're back, Mr. Joshua J. But yeah, full time. This is not sustainable. Humas are still struggling. Why? Oh, their opportunity! He always shoots it over the top. Yeah. Looking to make the fouls. Dude, that's absolute lazy. They're saying about informants of every single one of them. They got Mekis, the big. Oh, yeah, basically everyone in Latin America, including the Club World Cup, the U20s, U17 tournaments, full Paulista TV from Colombia. Fair enough. Eliminatorias. Okay, World Cup as well, even though that's over. So one by one, right? They did 1-1-1. La Liga. Oh my god. Well, Valencia Sevilla was that big game. It's absolutely not sustainable, honestly. The Champions Cup not sustainable. Disappointed, bro. I'm tired of inconsistent. Because how's that not that? Hmm. Why? Of course, I'm back in Santos. It's not sustainable, bro. It isn't. It's not sustainable, bro. I'm just waiting for Mr. Joshua Jane to come back. We're gonna do the review. Absolute stinker and hook. And yeah, we'll see what the Corinthians say. And I'm off. 45 minutes have passed and Leon. Pumas have done nothing. Not enough. What a shot. Yeah. Oh, this game is being too slow. 1 minute. Might just even take. Baffling. The problem is, it's just ruthless. 1 minute. I don't want to end the stream. I'm just waiting for Mr. Joshua J. You got the assist, facts. And then we're gonna have him today against America for the last time. We're not even talked about. Nope, it isn't. The whole story goes on. Goal! Then Colombia Deportivo has scored from open play this time. Or was it another penalty kick? Was it no goal? He's furious. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Halftime. Why'd you stay here then? Oh, it's from open play. Wait, let me see it. General play, especially goal. Yes, it was from open play. They finally broke them down. Yup. Now it's done. Yes. Yep. Playing Dorona for this. Oh, you're back, Mr. Joshua J?
Yeah, but I'm back now, mate.
You're ready? You have your wooden spoon with you?
I put it away now, mate, but yeah, I did hang it out.
Oh my god. Can you repeat after me? Stinker and hooked.
Stinker and hooks.
Look at the stats, and it's true. They played absolutely bad. They didn't play like a proper football team. No, they didn't. Look at this.
Look at that. Only one shot on target. What the fuck, man?
They were getting locked up. You absolutely. Who is responsible with that midfield? Look at this. Look at this. Unmarked. Look at this from Martinez's goal. And Andre says, unmarked. Throughout the goalkeeper's legs. Unmarked. We're not marking him. Where is the Corinthians player marking here? But I think he was over here. Move! Right? Can you say bloody move?
Yeah.
Move. Man, mark him.
Yeah.
Absolute disaster, guys. And whoever is responsible can get all the silver spoons as well. Wooden spoon,
Yeah.
even if you take them
Wooden
away.
spoons, silver spoons, you name it, mate. They deserve absolutely every single one of them.
And I don't have any sympathy for the pain. Even if we don't agree with it, because you deserved it. Because you bottled it!
Yep. Bottle jobs, mate.
Oh. Absolutely ridiculous. In America, Ducati, oh my god. These positions are rigged! And now, yes.
Yeah, sorry I was gone for a while. I had to use the bathroom.
Fair enough. Look at this. So who's the lowest rating? Yes, Alberto, he didn't play that well, honestly. But the lack of creativity in the midfield, what is going on? Victor Roque, you had an okay game, not the best. But you led Torres to get the assist. Absolutely ridiculous. And Richard Rios getting the assist for a 9 Brazilian. Absolute jokers, bro. Letting those two score.
It's ridiculous because we showed a lot more fight last week against this team. Now this week, like literally, we made ourselves look like absolute clowns.
Clowns. Haram ball. Can you say haram ball?
Harambo.
Fucking jokers, bro. Look at this. They brought on. They did absolutely nothing. They got locked up. Sure, Palmeiras subs were not doing anything. You let your biggest rivals win, and now you're gonna let the Vascaínos mock you. Flamengo must win away at Grêmio. They have to beat Grêmio, and they have to beat them away because it's not sustainable. If you're a Flamenguista, you will be happy cooking Corinthians, but you don't want Palmeiras to win. Botafogo screwed up against Bragantino. They lost 1-0 in 5 minutes, and nothing has happened. They met Bragantino, managed to hold on because Botafogo were not doing anything, and they lost 1-0.
Yeah.
Freaking Palmeirenses. Oh my god, and Vasco do play in a bit. Let's see if they beat Sporting themselves. It's not sustainable. Absolute jokers, bro. What the hell is going on?
Yeah, joke, Adam. Absolute joke, mate. I mean, them stats are a disgrace.
Absolute joke, bro. It's not serious, bro. Absolute scumbags. And then, honestly, I'm hoping for a better game. This game was unprofessional. I hope Flamengo Vasco becomes a better game. And listen, Vasco, they're going out in full force. They're not even playing at. Yes, they are playing at home in the San Joaquin Stadium. But honestly, I hope that Clásico dos Millones is better. Flamengo must win that game. They must lock up the attackers, bro.
Yep.
Oh, use his Twitter? No, that's not the real one. But it's because they make it to the good. But still, you've been getting locked up. You've been getting locked up, bro.
Yep.
It's an absolute disgrace. Those absolute fan accounts, brown envelopes, get in the bin. And those players, you absolute disgrace, honestly.
Yep.
I'm tired. Honestly, I don't have a club, but honestly, Corinthians, you absolutely lied to me. You failed to promise.
Yep.
This is not sustainable, and honestly, get all the spoon. And the Vascaínos are waving flags. You embarrassment. Not even playing at Palmeiras Stadium. This is just outside São Paulo, like in the suburbs. And this doesn't feel like the Paulista Derby because the atmosphere was outside rather than inside, super loud. But you screwed up on the football field, on the pitch. No shame.
It's just so small, Adam. Like, I just started literally becoming a fan of the Corinthians, and then they go and perform like that. I mean, what are we doing here?
What was he doing, bro? Oh my goodness, Michael, you might hear the news. Yes, Palmeiras won in Palmeiras. They did play well, but Corinthians actually, I think, made them well. Because if Flamengo are beating Corinthians, Flamengo wouldn't let this happen. Because remember, on the 25th of May, when Manchester United, who do they play on the last day? Championship day.
Are you talking about the Premier League last season?
The last day. On May
last
25th.
day. Gosh, who was it? I'm trying to think who it was, but
last year it was Brighton, but I'm talking about this year.
Who they're playing this season? And and the season. Oh yeah, of course we played the Seagull Merchants last game of the season. Season.
What about this? Who do you have on the last day?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I remember now. Yeah, we played the Seagull Merchants. Yeah, so I'm just sounding like who we're playing on the final day this season. Here we go. Soon be able to tell you. Aston Villa at Old Trafford.
All right, once that game blow the whistle, guess what? Palmeiras and Flamengo are clashing at the Allianz Park. It looks like
Oh yeah.
12 p.m. my area. Hold on, if it's true, or yeah, the game is around 8 p.m. If you want to join that after the, will you be doing an emergency meeting on the last day?
Of course I will, mate. Yes.
Will it be that long?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you right now.
Yeah, because Flamengo Palmeiras, if you don't want to miss out, it's at around 8. It's okay to be a couple minutes late, but
Yeah, I don't usually do my emergency meetings until about 10:30 p.m. or 11 p.m. UK time.
okay, so you can join, right, for the Flamengo Palmeiras game, which ends around 10 p.m.
Yeah, I might be able to. Yeah,
on that, because and Michael is expected to join, but we'll see if he does get off his stream with Chelsea, Nottingham Forest. Honestly, in my opinion, why did they schedule this game a little bit later? But that's the big one I want to cover. That's the big one, the Palmeiras Flamengo rivalry. I want to see if Felipe Luis could take down Palmeiras and Ferreira, who made them look better. What is Ramon Diaz thinking? Oh my goodness, bro. Let's see Corinthians Twitter. Let me see Corinthians. Let's see what they say on Twitter. But yeah, absolute frauds today. They
I
played bad.
know they're on Twitter then. I'll give them a follow then.
Yeah, just search up Corinthians. If not, I will send it to you. But I'm just not trying to show copyright so I don't get a strike.
Yeah,
Okay.
fair enough, mate. Yep,
And
because you know what this platform's like.
honestly, I might not even show Twitter, or maybe I will, but absolute disgraceful, bro.
Yep,
But honestly, is that a red card? Honestly, there's some controversy. Even if Palmeiras are paying the referees, there's no excuse to lose 2-0. Maybe you're right. They
no,
should have gone down to 10 men, but you guys were awful.
yeah,
And then I think this is honestly I found a good tweet. Hold on, let me try to share this. But this is not sustainable.
no.
Vasco's game begins, but yeah, guys, what a failure. A big up to this guy. Let me try to give him a follow. It's Corinthians. He said sorries, but Mateus isn't good enough to be a starter for Corinthians. He's not even the opposing players that respect him. He kicked away, far away, and it's a goal. Yeah, he's not good. It's all they have to use him all because their main keeper Hugo Chavez is Session is out injured sadly because that muscle pain, which sucks. But there's no excuse. Even Gonzalo against Valencia for Real Madrid as their third goalkeeper. Even he was more professional. Honestly, two of his goals was not his fault. It's because David Alaba screwed up.
So when did he get injured? Did he get injured in the last game?
I believe so. And I was paying attention because I thought he was all right. And then sadly, he actually went down injured.
Oh
And now,
yeah.
and now since Corinthians paid this price, they're going to have to play Flamengo in 2 weeks from now. They're absolutely going to rip them
Wow.
at the Maracanã. The first leg is also at the Maracanã. The Flamengo Corinthians rivalry. In my opinion, that should be El Clasico of Brazil, since they don't have one at this point. Or the Brazilian locals kind of didn't want to refer that. But yeah, the last time he got injured, let me see. Yeah, he's not good enough. And then they were prepped by America Ducati. They should have lost that game. They didn't deserve a point, kind of. And yeah, he went down injured. He went down injured, I think. Oh, I think he went down injured in the Vasco game. I kind of forgot. I can't remember.
Oh yeah.
Absolute disgrace. I know injuries happen. Wish him a speedy recovery, but that's no freaking excuse.
Nope,
Lost by three
not at
shots.
all.
Absolutely not sustainable, bro.
No, it's not. Not at all, Adam. Not one
Oh,
bit.
3-1 Deportivo in the Colombian League against Atletico Junior from open play again. This game is reminding me of the Real Madrid 3 Las Palmas 1. 4-1, I mean, but it was 3-1. It's similar. Similar
Oh, yeah.
projections. And then, yeah, they break you down eventually. But yeah, ever since then, he has fallen off the cliff. He's not good enough. Facts. And absolutely, honestly, he can get the wooden spoon,
Yep.
even though you don't have it, right?
Yeah, I even took it back downstairs, mate.
Oh my god, you absolute bottle jobs, bro.
Yep. Bottle jobs.
And I can't even play none of this. And then, playing on top of the pig won't mean anything.
Yeah.
Even throwing tear gas while the bird's being chopped off. Oh my goodness, bro. Some disturbances, but hey, Rich Moneymakers, are you still in there in the chat? Honestly, I guess I'm about to end the stream. All right, maybe we'll go on for 5 minutes, and I'm gonna end the stream.
Yeah. That's all good, mate. So, not again, I want to ask you, what's your score prediction for the Newcastle United game? Who do you think's going to win out Newcastle Manchester United?
Like I said, I don't. Like I said, I could see three possible scoreline predictions. I could see Newcastle edging this out 1-0, 2-1, or 3-1.
Yep.
Those are my three scoreline predictions. Or maybe I don't think we'll get a 2-0 because I'm convinced 3-1 is most likely happening. Even a 1-0 is most likely happening. Unless they.
Uh,
Yeah, those are
yeah. Yeah, and do you reckon Isak's going to score? Alexander Isak?
low open play I expected.
Yeah.
Anthony Gordon, if he's back, maybe as well. And then who knows? Maybe United's goal won't be from open play. It might be a penalty kick if you do
Uh,
score.
but if Man United do get a goal, who do you think our goal scorer is going to be?
Oh my god, it would be so weird. A Granacho, the absolute little bum, showing up. Very inconsistent. I thought it's him. Can you say Granacho?
Garnacho.
And then I'm gonna read about Esteban William in just a bit. I doubt if it's him. If not, maybe Bruno Fernandez. I doubt he's probably gonna land the minerals just that goal. And then for the most time, they're not gonna score ever again. They won't.
But yeah, I think Bruno will score definitely.
If not, then Xerxes. I cannot forget about him.
Yeah, Sersky.
If he's not injured, right?
But Hoyland's getting a bin. You're trash.
Hoyland is getting locked up easily, right?
Yep.
Can you say getting locked up?
Getting locked up.
Yo, because you're not good enough. The PR is not good for your reputation and legacy.
Nope.
Whether it's Hoyland or Mudryk, oh my goodness, or even Marcus Rashford or Jadon Sancho, that's the level. And honestly, Jadon Sancho should have returned to Dortmund, but he agreed to Chelsea. And it's not going the right way.
And Michael says we're getting him back, because obviously he's only on loan at Chelsea.
Yeah, he's only on loan at Chelsea. He's not even allowed to play against United on the 18th, right? He's not allowed to play. He's going to be rested, right?
Because, in the Premier League, you're not allowed to play against your current club.
Because, you can repeat after me, rules are rules.
Rules are rules.
Like, oh my goodness. But all right, But yeah, so you don't have to deal with him. But he wants to score badly. I doubt, but not. But he will be very inconsistent. But Marco Asensio, I'm surprised he didn't score an own goal for PSG.
Yeah,
I don't know. He should have gotten an own assist. He almost gave away the ball on purpose, I think. So he almost
yeah.
got an own assist. So for PSG to help them out, despite because it's his parent club. But in the Champions League, UEFA allows you, but in the Premier League, you're not allowed to do that. So what are your thoughts? That the Champions League, yes, but the Premier League, you cannot.
Madness, mate. It doesn't make any sense.
Like, and what's your solution? Would you agree, or would you have both of them play, or both of them not to play, to be
Uh,
consistent?
Probably, I say, I don't think you should play against your current club because I think it has a bit of a disadvantage, for the opposition you play against your current club because they'll literally know about you and everything.
On loan, especially, like you have to, it has to be a permanent transfer, not on loan, right?
Yeah,
And plus, why do loan transfers exist? To help them get better?
I guess so. Yeah,
Them and well, because they're not getting playing time in the team that they're actually in.
yeah, exactly.
And then who's on loan from Manchester United besides Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, and who else?
Uh,
There's a couple.
yeah, yeah. There are a couple, but yeah, obviously we've loaned out quite a few players as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my God! Why did you give a free kick to Juarez? Pumas, you have to win this so those brown envelopes could die. And shut up.
yeah,
How? Because you haven't been good. You're in that playoff position. You gotta take those opportunities. Even fine. You can. You don't have to. You don't have to win the tournament. I just want you to qualify just for those brown envelopes. I don't even care if you crash out in the first round. I just need Chivas out of there. Pumas
yeah,
and Juarez, it's okay to lose this game because you're definitely gonna win your next two games. They're off oppositions. You're
yeah,
definitely okay. Maybe Necaxa some questions, but as for Querétaro, you're winning that game.
yeah.
Right down. But yeah, Vasco are playing. No, it's no. But yeah, it's not sustainable. And then yes, Ramon Diaz is in the mud. What is he doing?
So what was that tonight? Was that a league game or a cup game?
Huh?
The match the Corinthians played tonight.
Oh yeah, of course, just the league.
I
Remember,
thought
it
it was.
was in the league. I was just in the main Serie A since they're already meeting early. And honestly, I doubt this match was. I don't know even if this match was fixed because if it's dealt earlier, it does not surprise me honestly because they just met. Oh come on, finish that chance, Pumas. Suarez, don't be lazy. Take those opportunities. Don't sit there. Move.
Hmm.
It's not sustainable, but honestly, I'm about to end the stream. But before I
Yeah,
end the stream, two things. Number one, I might do the Monterey Derby in a bit. Who knows?
yeah,
But we're going off to sleep after this, anyways.
yeah,
I'll tell you tomorrow.
yeah,
Oh my god, bro, this is just inconsistent. I just want to be monetized, bro.
yeah,
I already have 670 watch hours.
yeah.
But yeah, what a disgrace performance from Corinthians. And plus, um, so what's your final words? But not final words just yet. Um,
Yeah. So on my channel, I'm a Manchester United fan, so I do a lot of Manchester United content, and I took out loads of other games apart from football as well. And I got a football channel where I took out loads of other football teams, and I do like watch-ons as well. And also, I have an F1 channel as well, Mr. Joshy J F1 channel, because I am a Formula 1 fan.
Oh my goodness, bro. But remember, guys, I'm making for the end of the season video, guys. I'm making the end of the season video. We will be back for 2 watch-alongs tomorrow. We got 2
Yeah,
big games: Grammy versus Flamengo, and we also got Thiago Silva versus Neymar. Yes.
yeah,
Are you excited for Thiago Silva versus Neymar?
yeah, that should be good.
But yeah, absolute very inconsistent from teams. Absolute embarrassment for not taking those opportunities.
Yeah,
Oh my god, bro. Vasco missed the sitter, it looks like. But yeah, what an absolute disaster class. Corinthians haven't won Copa Libertadores, even though. What about the Club World Cup? Alright, whatever. But yeah, my favorite rivalry in Mexico is Club America versus Cruz Azul. I'll make a video about it.
yeah,
Obviously, America Cruz Azul. There's also America Pumas. But in my opinion, I like America Cruz Azul rivalry, in my opinion. Classical
yeah,
ranking, I might have them second, and that's about to happen. So yeah. So but yeah, I'm excited for Thiago Silva, Fluminense versus Neymar Santos. I'm excited.
yeah, that'd be good.
2 teammates, 2 Brazil national team mates going against each other, even though Thiago Silva is out.
Yeah,
I'm excited for tomorrow. You know. All right. So yeah, but yeah, we're definitely going to be back for those 2 games. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Mr. Joshua J and my
yeah.
channel.
And you'll probably add it into the description or the title, won't you? My
Yep.
channel after you ended the stream.
Yes.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm excited for this reunion.
yeah.
Two, two football heritage. Yes.
On paper, who would you say is the favourite to win? Neymar's team or whoever's playing in the other game?
Thiago Silva and Fluminense, you're saying?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
If I had to go prediction, I think it might be a draw.
Oh, yeah.
I might see a draw, or I could see somebody winning it. But I expect a good game. It should be 1-1.
Yeah.
Should be 1-1, 2-2. I want to see Thiago Silva, Neymar hug reunion. We're definitely going to. I'm also going to add the title Neymar and Thiago Silva.
Yeah.
Big up to you, Michael. Oh, since you're here, I might
Gosh.
continue here for a few more minutes because I'm about to end the stream, but a few more minutes. But yeah, Michael, big up to you. I'm gonna add you as a moderator as well in a bit. I know that the game has ended. Palmeiras beat Corinthians 2-0. Esteban Williams didn't do much. It was just okay. Nothing spectacular. And by the way, here comes Pumas. That's good. Take those opportunities. But yeah, the problem is Corinthians absolutely fumbled. The midfield was all over the place, non-professional, and they basically become a Serie B team. Like Palmeiras won 2-0, unmarked goals, and yeah, they outplayed them. And Corinthians only have 1 shot on target compared to 5. Not
Yeah,
sustainable.
not sustainable. Shocking.
Absolute disgraceful. Just like
Yeah,
Barcelona not scoring from open play and Brighton not scoring from open play to not lose these games. Like, it's embarrassing. Yeah,
yeah,
Corinthians have fumbled. Emulation 9 Jesus Christ Giza.
yeah. I know, not sustainable. I'm seeing.
But yeah. And then since that will happen, I guess let me try to do this. Might even have a private call with no. Never mind. But yeah, Palmeiras they didn't they were okay. They kind of looked good, but honestly, Corinthians they absolutely played pretty bad. They played bad today.
Yeah,
Not sustainable, and this is not
yeah.
a.
Not good at all, Adam. Nope.
They were getting locked up.
Yep.
2-0.
Yeah.
Letting Richard View scored again is an absolute joke, honestly.
Yeah, it is, mate.
Russian, but the problem is they're not doing it the right way. And this derby wasn't even played at Palmeiras' home ground. It was played at a neutral stadium, but Palmeiras fans to make the home advantage at smaller stadiums. But it's
And
absolutely
if you don't do it the right way, Adam, you'll never be successful because
yeah,
the
exactly.
number one aim in elite sport is to win.
It's not sustainable, bro. And honestly, I'm just tired of seeing this. It's just not good enough. And the problem is, it's absolutely ridiculous. Now Flamengo have to go and win this game. Oh God, why are you giving Juarez the ball? Side netting. No. But yeah. Alright, then I'll be doing a more GP review. Okay.
Yeah,
Well done, staying up. Hope you guys are okay. I'm doing alright. Just
yeah,
disappointed Corinthians because they let Ramon Diaz was found out. Like, what is he doing? I know Hugo wasn't playing, but but also for the goalkeeper position for Corinthians. But the problem is, what's his name? Alberto didn't play that well, mostly because of the midfield, the lack of service. It's not good enough.
no, not good enough, Adam. Just shocking tonight. Absolutely terrible.
And then yeah, Esteban Williams, nothing spectacular. He did have they did their Palmeiras did score a third goal, but it was chopped off for offside. The goal didn't stand, and yeah, it didn't stand. And then Esteban Williams' assist didn't count because it was offside.
Yeah,
But they absolutely got cooked. 3 shots on target, yes, one of them with disallowed goals, 2 of them barely saved. Absolutely ridiculous, bro. Now you give the Palmeiras the win of the title already in 3 days. I know it's still early, but we all know Palmeiras got the experience, and here comes Juarez. What is Pumas doing? Tottenham. No. Never mind. But yeah, do you have anything else to say, Michael, before I have to wrap up this stream?
no, I don't.
Yep, good luck to you in tomorrow's games, even though it's not going to be the best because we know. The only positives you could say, well, not in this game. Well, obviously, the Seagull Merchants lost, the Arsenal Puppets,
Yeah,
and they can get in the bin, obviously. Chelsea Women's in the final. So there's a couple positives as a Chelsea fan so far before going tomorrow's game against Ipswich. And listen, if Arsenal loses, Liverpool will be champions.
yeah.
Dropping off. We started the end. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're not even televised, but CFC Realistic will be doing the stream, I think. So I'll send you the
Yeah.
link. So do you have anything else, Mr. Joshua J, before I end the stream?
No, I pretty much explained what's coming up on my channel and that. So, yeah, anyway, big up for having me on as always. And yeah, shocking by the Corinthians tonight. Like I said, I'm new to following them, but yeah, just shambolic, mate.
And let me give a shout out to everyone. Shout
Yep.
out to obviously you, Mr. Joshua J. Subscribe to him. Shout out to Rich Money Makers. Shout out to Danny Unites 14. Yep. Goal. Yep. Shout out to Chelsea Carefree Always Win. And shout out to also Danny Unites CFC Realistic who's there. Big up to every single one of them and shout out to you, Michael. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go. I'll be back in half an hour, maybe, if you want to join me in the Monterey Derby. But Mr. Joshua J, you're going to sleep after this, right?
Yeah, probably, mate. Yeah.
I mean, let me know in the comments if you're there. But yeah, in half an hour, 45 minutes, I'm just gonna go now. So big up to everyone. I'll see you in the next one.